At 2:55, the doorbell rang and my heart began racing. She came. Leaving Karina to fidget for a moment, I closed my eyes and got myself into the proper headspace. I would have preferred to be wearing my favorite leather pants and vest, but as I'd left them back in London, I'd settled on a pair of low-slung black jeans and a fitted black cotton tee which emphasized the planes of my back, chest, and abdomen. With a final deep breath, I pulled the door open, ready to play. She was turned away from the door, staring across the yard, wearing a black trench coat tied at the waist. Her hair was plaited back from her face and trailed down her back. When Karina spun around to face me, I heard a small jingle. Glancing down, I grinned at the sight of her small feet enclosed in the elf booties. Since she was wearing them, I hoped that meant the only thing under her coat was the baby doll nightie. "Please come in," I invited. "I'm so happy you came, little elf. If you are a good girl, it won't be the only coming you do today." I teased her, my voice deep.
"Thank you, sir."
Karina's cheeks bloomed with color. "Follow me," I instructed, and closed the door before leading her toward the living room, her jingling bells breaking the silence with her every step. Once we were seated, I began the discussion I'd thought about all day. We had to do this before I would show her to the playroom. "Karina, I'm sure you are anxious to explore my offer. However, we need to have an honest talk before we can begin." I paused, waiting for her acknowledgement, which she gave with a slight nod. "I quite enjoyed myself last night, and I'm assuming you did as well since you are here now. Please feel free to speak openly while we are in here. However, when we move our business to a more appropriate atmosphere, I will expect silence from you unless I request an answer. Okay?"
"Yes, sir."
"Good. Now tell me, what did you enjoy about last night?" I queried. Her cheeks pinked as she smiled at me and admitted,
"Everything."
"Bloody hell. Everything, huh? Okay. What was your favorite thing?" I asked, and quirked a brow up at her. The more Karina opened up to me, the better our time together would be.
"Well, I'd have to say the spanking, although I rather enjoyed when you wrapped me in the ribbon as well. I imagine having that done with something, more restrictive maybe, would be quite titillating."
Interesting. Very good, Karina. Thank you for your honesty. Let me share my thoughts, if I may." My little elf settled back against the couch and crossed her legs. As the coat fell open to expose a leg, which was bare up to the glimpse of thigh I got, she waved her hand at me to continue. "Right. Last night was a brief glimpse. Nothing but the smallest of tastes of what this lifestyle can entail. It was really nothing more than erotic play. Today, I would like to explore a little further with you. A test scene of sorts." She started to say something, but I held my hand up. "Allow me to have my say, and then you may ask any questions you have." Karina nodded. "The color safe words will still be in place. We will not be playing under a written contract or completed checklist of limits, which is why it is extra important that you continue to communicate with me. Should anything push you beyond your limits of comfort, you say the word and I stop. If you wish to pursue this lifestyle in the future, that is something you must insist on. If a dom tries to take you on for any kind of long-term relationship without these, well, I wouldn't trust him."
"I'd be happy to do a checklist with you, sir."
She interrupted me, and the hopeful look on her face made my heart ache. "As much as I would love to take you on as my submissive, I'm only here in the States for another week.